The yen, the Japanese yen, may have bottomed at 62.253 cents. It broke out last week. A huge move over the last couple of weeks, now trading at 68 cents to the American dollar. And you might be saying, who cares? What does that got to do with anything? It's got everything to do with the American stock market, with growth stocks, and your IRA, your 401k, your portfolio, if you are chock full of growth stocks. Let me explain. But before I do, let me introduce myself. I am Bagger Don at StockMarketCaddy.com. It is Saturday, August 3rd at noon. I am not a broker. I am not a financial advisor. I don't make specific recommendations to specific people to buy or sell any specific security. We don't solicit funds to manage. We are a mentoring site for those individuals that want to take control over this part of their life, their 401ks, their IRAs, and learn to make their own decisions. We provide you the most valuable commodity and trading tool possible, that is an education. Now back to the yen. Have you ever heard of the carry trade? Mark Cuban described it back a few years ago. It's how billionaires get to be billionaires and become multi-billionaires. You see, back years ago, Mark Cuban and the other billionaires, when the yen was at $1.75, they knew and understood that the Japanese government was about to launch their monetary weakening of their currency. And what the hedge funds do and did, they look for the cheapest currency and one that is being devalued by a government, and they borrow that currency short, and they take the profits of that trade and they plow it into another market, a growth market, in a big way. And they do this on the world stage. The big carry trade has been to short the yen and to buy risk assets, namely the NASDAQ, and maybe even crypto, but certainly the NASDAQ. And that has been an awesome trade. However, there's a little catch. If the yen begins to rise, and if the Japanese government is changing policies, as they did last week, and started to raise interest rates, they can put a floor into the yen. And if the yen rises, that trade has to unwind, because you don't want to be holding risk assets while you're short the yen if the yen is rising, because you'll give back all your profits. So what will Mark Cuban and the billionaires do? They will sell their risk assets very quickly, and they will then cover their short trade in the yen by buying it. So we expect the yen to have bottomed, as you see here, and we think it will rise and rise rapidly. It could become very disorderly. They won't hesitate. I'm Bagger Don at StockMarketCaddy.com. If you're getting it done with whatever it is you're doing, keep doing it. If your broker or broker is helping you navigate these markets, keep using them and keep doing it. But if you're dissatisfied and you're losing money and you want to learn how to navigate these markets for yourself, be sure to visit StockMarketCaddy.com. Email us your questions. Feel free to give me a call at 813-758-8263. We wish you the best, everyone. Buckle up.